No, I don't want to do it.
Welcome to J.J. Abrams Walking the Room.
Yep. It's gonna be flashy with no substance.
I'm the new black guy.
I'm the
Yeah,
lady.
that's what I said. I'm the new black guy. This is Walking the Room. I don't know what show you accidentally bought tickets for.
I just want to congratulate us on scheduling a podcast during a football playoff.
Oh yeah, yeah. And not just any football playoff, but the Manning,
Yeah.
the Manning Brady one. Two assholes I don't care about. Don't.
Who were you cheering?
What are you? Don't.
What happened? I can
Oh,
barely
how dare
tell you're
you.
from Boston.
Well, first off, I love that you're from Boston and that this is what you chose to do. So I won't say anything. I love Boston. I love Boston. Look. Tom Brady is America's favorite basic bitch.
You got
Nobody wears a pair of Uggs and gets himself a cinnamon spice latte like Tom Brady, and has a beautiful girlfriend and throws a lot of touchdowns, and hasn't got a ton to say in a conversation.
I think, and this is just, I'm just working off my own brain, but I think he's a pedophile. I don't have a lot of proof or really any reason to think that.
But we have a guest that's from Boston, and also we enjoyed your tea party.
Yep.
You had a
Great
tea
fucking
party.
tea party, you guys.
And then someone misinterpreted it and turned it into a thing there for a while, and everybody joined. And now you're an Appalachian and you vote for Trump.
I know.
If he can get those guys to vote, I don't know why we're talking about that.
I know.
Zero.
Did you know that Peyton Manning rubbed his ass and balls on a lady's face?
You got to get to the bad part. And
He was in
then
college, and the trainer, one of the trainers of the team, was a lady, and he held her down and rubbed his ass and balls on her face. It's on his Wikipedia page. If you ever want to just be disappointed in humanity,
that's a weird Wikipedia entry. I once had a thing in there that said I had an eye infection. And also, it currently is inconclusive about the state of my cancer. So it just says I have cancer continuously. There's no wrap up. If somebody could do two things for me, just finish that for me. I don't know how to.
You can do it. You just hit edit, and then you go in there. And
Yeah, but then they always go, "You're the guy. You can't. And you don't have the." I feel like a second party has to say, "Look, don't you remember when I had my own talk show and I asked if I could write the theme song and they said no, and then I said, can a friend write it? And they said yes. It's arbitrary. They're not going to let me write it.
Look, here's a little secret that a lot of people don't know.
Okay.
If it says that you have cancer on Wikipedia and you change it to no longer has cancer, that's how you cure cancer.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Okay.
not a lot of people know that.
So if you have cancer, make yourself a Wikipedia page.
Right.
And
Which is the trick here now, because it's hard. If you're just a person on the street, you can't have a Wikipedia page about you. You have to have some sort of thing you've done, and then so a lot of you, if you get cancer, you're fucked. But someone like me, I'm on a television show.
Here's the loophole. Here's
This year I'll be directing an episode.
Hey, Dave, I've yet to see.
So I have a very substantial Wikipedia
I've yet to
page.
see. I've yet to see a blue dot on any of your pages. The point is, until you have the blue dot, and I got it tattooed.
I cannot die from cancer, is what I'm saying.
But Dave,
I have a Wikipedia page.
But here's the loophole. Here's the loophole.
Oh my God! I thought you were dead.
Listen to this.
I didn't know you were back there.
Here's the loophole. So you have cancer, which is a bummer, right? And we don't know what kind we're talking about here. So how do you get yourself on a Wikipedia page? Shoot up a building. I'm not saying with anyone in it. Just do one of those quick get to fame things so that we can, create a situation. You know what I mean? Be the naked guy that tries to tackle Tom Brady during the football game and succeeds in penetrate. Like if you do something marquee like that. Then you get the page. Then you mention the cancer. Then you say you don't have it. You cure it. You're in jail, but you're cancer-free.
That guy's
That
done.
feels-
That guy's already done. He's like, what? He's like, what in the fuck did I come to? Look, I'm right there with you. In spirit, I just left the building.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm not here anymore. I'm just like a shell up here. But great cancer talk. Congratulations on surviving cancer or whatever that was.
Thank you. We've covered it. No, please. That was weak. Like that should have either been unbearably loud. You know what I mean? Like a real triumph. But that was like, I guess he's all right.
Wasn't that?
I mean, somebody around to make some mediocre podcasts, and now it's nice to have you back. Not this one. This one's superior.
You'll have a podcast coming out monthly.
It seems like it. Yeah. And then
What's it called for the people?
Greg Marin and his Flying White Falcon, and it is just me every week reimagining what it would have been like if I had total control of my daytime talk show. And then I just do whatever I want, and which means it also would have been canceled almost immediately. It's just the dumbest ideas you ever heard without the So it's and there's a guest, and then there's also relationship advice. Horrible relationship advice, the kind that I should have actually given. And then I started one with Bob Forrest of a Thelonious Monster about having kids, and it's called Just Keep 'Em Alive. So that's on Dr. Drew's network, wherever that is.
Oh, really? Dr. Drew?
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know he had a network.
He has something. Maybe it's Adam's. I don't know. Adam and I are close.
You seem on top of it.
I got invited. It was one of those things I got invited to do, and I met Bob Forrest, and he was delightful and really funny and out of his mind. And it's the dichotomy of he's the same age, older, and he has two boys. One's 28, and the other's 5, and he's divorced twice. So, and then me with the 2 girls. So that's our.
Do you want a game update?
Yes, I know they're tied.
Oh, they are tied. All I know is when I was back there, it just said that Manning had rubbed his ass and balls on
All over the end zone.
on Brady's face and the end zone. He's doing like a dog thing across the end zone. So I don't know. It seems like a good game.
It's a really long forehead. It's a long walk from the tip of his nose to where his hair starts.
Yeah.
But he's not bald by any stretch. It's just a very long forehead. I mean, mine's pretty long too, but his is fairly. He looks kind of. I'm not going to say it. He's a professional athlete. He seems a little bit like he has Downs. I would have said that in the closet. No, I figured why not.
I just realized we didn't tell the tech guy we were going to bring up a fourth.
There's a mic there. Oh, a fourth person.
Oh, here, I know it. I got it. Let's bring up our first guest while I rearrange the living room.
For guests.
Where in
but
Boston?
We didn't put
Where
any
in
chips
Boston?
out or anything.
It's a suburb of Boston.
Where in Boston now?
Attleboro.
Which one?
Attleboro.
Oh, okay. My wife's from Hull.
How? Okay.
You fucking heard it.
Should I bring up our guest?
Yeah, bring him up.
Also from Boston, Dana Gould. Yep. Dana made the right choice. If you're listening to this, he walked in and then he left. But you're not listening to this. You
Is this
gave up
on?
years ago.
Attleboro, that's out on the 2. I know, darling. I'm from Worcester. I'm from right outside of Worcester. I am. You and I are going to go out after this. We're going to get some Gorilla milk and a couple of scratches. Could you sound more like every single person in my family? How are you? It'll be wicked fun. Hey, Mom, I just won the Nobel Peace Prize. That's nice, darling. Don't shit yourself. You know, there's this weird thing that happens where like you can't achieve anything. They want to keep it all equal. And it's like, and I've had this all my life. It's like,
That's all of Australia, by the way.
oh, is it really?
Oh yeah. Then you can't. It's a stunning place to be, and their people are lovely. But nobody goes. Anybody who gets anything is fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked. You're a twat.
Yeah, and if you achieve something, it's only a matter of time. You deserve to have it taken away. That's why the Kennedy assassination is so important to people in Boston. See what happens when you get something nice? Your head blows up. Don't forget it. It's really true.
I've never heard it put that way.
That's exactly
I'd
how
like to
they
read
think.
that history
And then Bobby
book. I
was
want to
gonna-
read that history
Yeah,
book.
that's what happens.
That's what. See what happens.
Yeah,
and you shouldn't fuck around on your wife.
When I told my
Get your dick. He put his.
well, he didn't get shot because he was fucking around on.
Well, it
his
didn't
wife.
help his karma.
He was
Just
fucking-
karmically.
He got shot because he was fucking around with the mafia.
Yeah,
And the CIA.
That's true.
But no, like when I told my parents that I was getting divorced, I was really nervous because it's a failure.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you gotta. Yeah. You're not divorced, right?
Supportive.
No, I'm. I
Okay,
don't
so
have-
you go home
I
at
don't
night,
have
there's a woman there?
intimacy issues. I'm like a fully formed human being.
Right.
I'm just trying to take all that in for a minute. I'm trying to live with that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know Heather.
Sort
I'm
of
not
a
really sure what
it's sort of a violent assault on the concept of fully formed.
Yeah. And I think about Heather all the time, and I
Fully
think,
formed
fuck,
in the
how
way
does
that,
she,
like,
does she get a second go round? I mean, as
Yeah.
a life, you know what I mean? After doing the chore,
I just think that when you and Heather are alone in the house, her inner monologue is blaring calliope music. And then occasionally she'll see that your lips are moving and she'll turn it down. And she'll be like, oh, and in the store to get some butter. Okay.
or she'll whisper in his ear every once in a while. She'll whisper in his ear because Finn's in the room. She'll whisper in his ear as his face is looking into his phone. That guy on Twitter's not real. that you're fighting with no one. That guy's not real, Dave. That guy's not real.
I don't.
No.
I'm not really buying a lot of what you're saying, because the thing that, from my perspective, she lets me put stuff in her, so she is clearly very comfortable with me.
Like
you know what I mean?
a pantry.
Yeah.
I mean,
You mean like you put like breakfast cereals you're gonna eat later, or it's stuff for like
well,
when
it's
the
not something
shit
I'm
goes down.
gonna eat later. It's a lot of it's stuff.
Meals
that-
ready to eat.
A lot of it.
Is
No.
your wife a Ted Nugent locker?
A lot of it's like earthquake preparedness equipment, batteries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. One of those generators that gets everything going.
A Jenny.
Oh, I could use one of those in my comedy act.
Batteries that are spent, but you don't want to throw them out.
Yeah.
No, the thing I was saying was it's a very New England thing. When I was telling my parents that I was getting divorced, I was really concerned that my mother and my father were going to be like, "What'd you do?" And instead it was like, "Oh, I think we're getting divorced," and they went right to, "Well, the bad news is certainly going around." Your sister's Cocker Spaniel had a miscarriage in the minivan. Guess who has 2 thumbs and no clean tea towels? This one. It's just like nothing that happens to anybody anywhere in the world can match what they have to deal with every day. ISIS? Pah! You should have been here when your father worked for the phone company. Cut my head off every day and it wasn't on the news, I'll tell you that. And even with
I
good
wish
stuff,
there was a
too.
way to harness. I wish there was a way to harness the power of your father working for the phone company to fight ISIS. I didn't know how that would work, but I like the idea of it as a science project.
It's
I know
interesting that
I
a
know a
man
lot
that-
about. I know a lot about science.
No, it's clear. What you
Yeah.
just said was one of the most scientific statements I've ever heard.
I know how to. This is sort of more like a symposium.
Can I know it's your podcast, but can I ask this young lady from Attleboro a question? Why aren't you watching the game? I was in Boston last weekend, and I was literally like visiting my family who I don't see because I live on the other side of the continent. Coincidence? Perhaps.
You recording it?
Okay. I would just think you want to be a part of it live. Because I was like, hey, I'm going to be in town for 2 days. Well, the game is Sunday at 4. Okay, I won't bother you during the game. I'll just fly home.
Well, but then why? How come? Are you a fan of the podcast, or
I don't know
is this
what
like
this,
a court
They don't
order?
know what this is. They just wandered in here. They think it's the Ripley Museum and we're animatronic.
Oh my God. They're maybe two of the best people that have ever attended our shows.
That's why.
I mean, I'm talking about quality of human beings.
No, I know. They're great. This is garbage. These guys over here are...
They think they're at the campus and they're going to walk out going, that was not what I thought of as a fuck show.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Is it? Well, we don't want to make a liar of your sister, but right now we're really in a deficit.
Now the pressure's on. Dave and I have never made a day of comedy.
I'm gonna have to throw out a community auditions reference and get you back on board. All right. But we're vulgar.
Wow!
Thank you.
We're vulgar. We're very vulgar.
I was just at a Tig Notaro show where she was told by a woman she was not funny at the end of the night. She said, "I've been here all night. I didn't care for it. I liked the one part where you ate a salad, and then the rest of it I didn't." It was really specific.
Right,
and she stayed through the whole thing. And this was at Largo, like, you know what I mean, like at her home. This is home base.
Yeah.
It's time for comedians to hear a little fucking honesty at the end of the show.
I think you're not wrong. I think you're not wrong.
I think at the end of the show, everyone should stand up and be like, 30%. Like, just give everyone in the audience should give a little evaluation.
Everywhere, across the board, every comic working. I've been John Mulaney. Nah, okay. Good luck with that.
I thought it was going to be better. I mean, this is more like your TV show, I guess.
Thing you did on Kroll. Oh, well. All right. Yeah.
Well, that's because people now, because you can get exactly what you want in everything on the internet.
True.
And people think that everything should just specifically please them completely for free at all times.
I liked it when everything was. I liked it.
It leads to a lot of anger and frustration, I think, in our vox populi.
I liked it when everything was a risk, and you walked out a lot going, "What were they called again?" Just that was the best when everything was sort of because most of the time you went to see things you knew like one of the acts that would be on the bill or you know what I mean.
It's all. I can't.
Speaking of knowing one act on the bill, you want to bring out our next?
It's so funny.
He's a genius.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
We all started out here together, and he was.
Dave and I probably talked about him 3 or 4 times in the history of the podcast because he was one of the San Francisco greats and one of the guys that stayed and made a career out of it here.
Big influence on us.
I forget his name.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mitch Hedberg.
That's too dark.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too dark.
Oh, too soon.
Oh, that's too dark. He would have been fine with it, by the way.
Upset.
He also would have been asleep.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I worked with him.
He'd just be backstage desperately trying to keep his foot from falling off.
I don't know.
Hard to believe a guy who took such good care of himself.
The only guy who can have a giant gaping hole in his leg and be thinking, bananas are weird. Ladies and gentlemen.
I think Scott Weiland probably thought
banana. I could tamp a banana into that hole. The seal is broken on tamping references.
I would have to say, just while we're talking about celebrity death.
We finally hit the mid 1800s.
Methinks another tamping reference is about ready.
I would have to say, out of celebrity deaths, we may be at the point now with Scott Weiland, probably the first guy to die, where people were like, "Yeah, it wasn't not the general public.
His ex-wife,
anyone that worked or lived with him or was married to him was like, yeah, well, too bad."
His ex-wife,
literally,
his ex-wife's Facebook posting was amazing.
Amazing. Yeah. The guys in Guns N' Roses could barely get it out. He definitely should, but when he was in Velvet Revolver, he wore a shirt. He definitely came to some of the practices.
Yeah.
I remember.
My favorite thing about him, he had eyes.
Well, that was like when the guys in Stone Temple Pilots were like, "Is that the guy that wore a dress or the gloves or had a mohawk?" He was all of those guys. Yeah, fuck. I can't. I thought we had a bunch of singers. It was all the same guy. Every one of them an asshole.
When John Pinette died, people were like, "Hey, John Pinette died." People just go, "Right." Really? The morbidly obese cokehead is dead? What?
Oh, by the way, check out Ralphie May's feed today. Holy shit.
Interesting choice of words.
He is losing his literally.
What happened?
Oh, well, apparently he was in the hospital for 9 days. His wife has left him. He's upset about his career, and it's just this. It's a man standing on the edge of a building, tweeting.
Is it similar to that panda rolling around in the snow?
That's every day of my life. That is every day of my life.
Is he really? Is he at least losing his mind?
Checking my ads.
It's insane.
Wow.
It's insane.
Well, I hope it's not all deleted before I get off here, because I could use a self-esteem boost after the show watching somebody else's demise on Twitter.
I'm still reeling from the news that he was still alive.
That's why this will always be the best podcast. No reverence for anyone.
Oh, so anyway, how are you doing, Mike?
Please welcome Michael Meehan.
Today. Is this going to work? Since I brought it out? Or, yeah, look at that. We got it all set up. I'm a tech guy. I'm also a stage manager.
Nice.
I'm a comedian.
Thank you, Dave.
This is Mike Meehan, one of my
I
favorites.
just found out Greg had cancer.
Yep, and back.
Yeah,
and that's how you get it.
Here's the conundrum. One of us has to play General Custer, but I don't know which one.
They're all such good actors. I can tell you this, though. They're all the right color for an Oscar. It's way too soon. We haven't had the Oscars yet, so too soon.
Yeah, too soon. Much too soon.
But we are representing white people, which I think is a good standard.
Well, it's about time. It's about time we had a voice. And
right?
Walking the room should be that
My
voice.
God, can we just have one thing that's all white?
Said Charlotte Rampling, Michael Caine. Who else? There were a couple
All we
others.
have left is marshmallows.
Clint Eastwood. Yeah, we had a few. We've already had a few, like Clint Eastwood. Why is everybody crying? I don't know.
Well,
you
even
old
Dave
racist.
Chappelle infiltrated the Ku Klux Klan, so we don't have that anymore.
I know, they took that from us.
They took that.
Man.
They took the fucking. Can't we just have our clan?
No.
They were good fun.
Oh, come on! It's whites only. This is whites only.
All I know is if Leonardo DiCaprio got mauled by a bear in The Great Gatsby, he would have gotten his trophy a couple of years ago. It's not in the book, but I think they could have worked it in if they tried.
Do you think when they
I hope he gets eaten by a bear in every movie from now on.
Here's how confident the Klan were. They made outfits so unwieldy they didn't have to run away.
Well, yeah.
Do you understand? Like, if you thought you had to run, you wouldn't wear that hat.
It gets worse.
Right?
It gets worse. Their weapon of choice, flaming torches. Their outfits, flowing, billowy fabric.
Yeah.
That's confidence, my friend.
Yeah.
That is absolute confidence. What happened to Brian? He wasn't good at being a Klansman. No, he set himself on fire.
Brian, make sure your hood flaps to the left and the torch on the right.
They just
No, Brian!
They had that weird meeting. We're gonna rid the South of the Negro and the Jew, and we're gonna do it dressed up like scary ghosts.
You know, but a lot of hate groups have been closed down by the fire marshal. I just want you to know that that's...
Boys,
the Black Panthers with the big, huge afros.
That's right.
Fire hazard right
Down,
there.
yeah.
That's why they're not around today with the...
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that there would be more civil unrest without the fire department.
Yeah,
exactly.
The fire marshals.
Yeah. Well, that's the
I think
first
we
thing
haven't
you
really
do.
looked at the job of the fire marshal to realize how he's helped us. I mean, he's fucked up some concerts, certainly, and some of our fun events where we want to have just one or two more people, or somebody with a wheelchair wants to get that kind of thing. But at the same time, you make a good point.
Well, the first thing you have to do when you start a hate group is you do have to get a license to operate from the fire department.
I just put in my eyes.
Even though the fire department is filled with white guys, it's still tough. You still have to sell it.
Now, Michael, you're Irish. You're from San Francisco. Do you have a lot of fire department employees in your family?
I am not in the family, but I know tons of firemen.
And in Massachusetts, in my family, it's all law enforcement.
But they're not all white too, though. I mean, I know.
You know black people?
I'm talking about like the old generation. old generation Irish fireman cop.
You come in with an axe and you start swinging, and then you hose it down, and then you go home.
Right.
Yeah, Kilgariff's dad.
I feel like that's not real.
Was a fireman.
I feel like what he said wasn't actually a fair description of a fireman.
What did he say? Say it again.
Say,
You come in with an axe, you start swinging, and then you hose it down, and you go home.
that's a murderer.
Yeah, that's.
Well, you never see those two guys together. You never see a murderer and a fireman together, so you don't know.
That's true.
Oh my God!
Do you, Boston? You must know a lot of murderers and firemen. You never see them together. Did you ever see Whitey
Maybe
Bulger
that's the
with
solution to that Netflix series. They didn't look at the fire department.
You lived across the street from who?
Oh, the rifleman.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't a fireman, though, was he? Did he have fires at his house? But
Was he an odd one?
Was he a quiet man? Very quiet.
Did he ever?
Apparently not.
Did he ever rub his ass and balls on
He had his moments of unsubduedness.
Yeah. He was as subdued as a shaken bottle of champagne.
Oh, is that right? And now, and do you think she might have been the source? Just a little chatty.
He's out rifling. He's out rifling tonight.
Steve Fleming. I don't know who we're talking about. Also,
What's that?
I don't know who we're talking about. Also,
The guy that went out shooting people.
narrow it down.
That could be any white guy.
The what?
They actually have a movie out called Black Mass, incidentally, about white murderers called Black Mass.
Right.
So they're trying to give it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though the main guy's name is Whitey, they called the show or the movie Black Mass. Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, they're making efforts, is what I'm saying.
Right. Why do you need to be in the Oscars if we've taken a movie about a guy named Whitey and called it Black Mass? What else do you need? What are you asking us for?
The Oscars also make a big difference. They are
That's what
they're the
Martin
best thing. They're the best thing you can get. Ask Adrian Brody. You know, when you've got an Oscar or Gina Davis, the two of them could take those out in the yard and play with them. I mean, those are trophies.
It's the most celebrated of all of our millionaire trophies.
Yeah. I mean, if you love a good corporate event, watch the Oscars.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing as Steve from Idaho having the most sales this year.
Right.
It's exactly what it is.
How many Oscar statues do you think have been in another person's asshole?
A lot. A lot. Anybody who
said if I won it, you said.
Yeah.
Right? That conversation happens a lot at home. Post-Oscars.
Yeah, it doesn't work as well with the Emmy.
Not unless you're game. Not unless you're game.
Yeah.
Not unless you got a real...
Anybody who thinks Emmys are important should remember that I have two.
Ooh.
And they've both been up your ass, right?
Have been.
That's how you carry them around.
I won
an Emmy.
I love the level of the show. It stays high. We keep the comedy high. And
That's right. It's like watching an old Red Skelton.
I got to disagree with you, Dana, because I've always been against award shows. I think they're fucking stupid and they are corporate bullshit. But I am currently nominated.
Bring back the real Dave.
I'm currently nominated for a WGA award, and it has made me realize how important awards are.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's an
I
achievement, and it's a special time, and it means that you're better than other artists.
Right. Now, when you win the WGA award, does that mean that you get 2 issues of Written By to take directly from the mailbox to the garbage?
Yeah, because
Written By is to magazines what like a sandwich would be if you made it and threw it into the toilet.
That's exactly right. It's the Writers Guild magazine. My wife and I both get them. I've never been in there.
There's not a writer in all of Hollywood who doesn't get that and take it over to the garbage and put it in the garbage.
Immediately.
No one has ever read it.
I don't think they've ever cracked the binding on them.
Yeah.
What would be great is if
cabinetry tips from Steve Levitan.
But what would be great? What would be great is if you opened one day and it's just a fuck you on every page.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, you don't read it, do you? Fuck you, writer. Love actors.
That got a lot.
I have
got
a
lot
Quill
of insight.
Award, which I'd forgotten
A
about.
Quill?
Quill.
Quill.
Q-U-I-L.
I don't know what that is.
A Quill
well, a
Award.
Quill
It's a writing.
Award is for
It's a writing
feeding whales.
award, and I remembered it because it fell on my shoulder about a week ago. And I was like, "Oh fuck! I had one of these. I got a Quill Award." So that's how great those are. That you had to. I hid it somewhere, and then it dropped on me
Is that for your books?
for my books. Yeah.
And what was the ceremony like?
It was televised and it was on PBS, and we did not
Wow.
get and we did not get invitations. And we won.
Yeah.
We were not invited, and we won. That's so walking the room.
Yeah.
Poor Liz Chillo got dragged through that. No, but she has a film coming out.
She does.
How to Be Single is her movie.
I don't need to see it.
Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Figured it out.
All I could say is, still working. Has a movie coming out. It's
about being single.
Yep.
If anybody needs any information about how to be single, that's the movie to watch. Because a lot of people are like, how do
I do this.
how do I not have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or not be married? Here's your answer, finally.
It is. I will say, as a man who's far too old
Yep.
to be going through a breakup.
Are you breaking up with a lady right now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
You look. It's.
Can you tell by how happy I am?
It seems good because you closed your eyes and pressed your finger to your temple.
Right.
So it seems like it's a good thing.
It's going well.
Or he was
But
doing
it's,
an impression of being on the phone.
Are you
breaking up.
I would love it if we all got
Are you
on phones
calling
for a
her
moment.
right now? Let's
Hang
go
on,
through
hang
that.
on, guys.
No,
Hang on.
but that is a strange thing. Like having
guys,
gone
I'm
through a
ordering
divorce.
pizza. I can't order a pizza if you guys are going to talk the whole time.
I'm
Hello?
breaking up with a pizza lady.
No, I don't know I don't fucking know what they want.
What
What
Forget
are
it.
you doing?
No, I'm not
Robin,
gonna-
where are you?
I was going to order a pizza.
Who does
for all of us, and then you talk through it.
Who does improv with themselves and says no to themselves?
You
Break
said
time.
no and
Break
took
time.
away information.
See, nobody's
in-
doing it, Dave. Nobody's doing it.
Yeah.
He's a pioneer.
Right?
Do it now. Do it in the preacher voice.
Michael Meehan went on David Letterman's show and pulled a painting out of his pants.
That is true.
That is the truth.
That was the Dennis Miller show, the short-lived Dennis
Oh,
Miller
okay.
show.
Same thing.
I just upgraded it. You could have rolled with it.
I
These
could
guys
have rolled
These guys
with it.
haven't seen anything.
That's why I haven't made it.
These guys only
I can't
listen to
lie
podcasts.
anymore.
They've never seen a show.
I can't even get the clip from it. It's,
You can't?
No, it's gone somewhere.
I was on the Dennis Miller show with the Pixies.
I was on with
wow.
the Cowboy
Yeah.
Junkies.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
wow.
It's good.
You guys
It was a
know.
great show for a brief moment.
Because we're
it
both
was.
friends with Kevin Rooney, and that's
Yeah,
how we get on the
exactly.
show.
Oh, is that what it was?
Kevin Rooney was the head writer. He got us
Yeah.
all on the show before it
Every
hit the
Irish
iceberg.
comedian,
And this
in
is before he
California
was a
did that
Republican.
show.
This was before he was an out
This was
Republican.
91, I think, 91 or 92.
Yeah, it was his first show.
90, yeah.
It was before 9/11.
He got really cool after that.
I will
9/11.
say this in his defense: he is completely authentic. No, I mean he is. That's not he. He is that guy. He walks the walk, and I respect him for he is who he is. And we disagree on a lot of stuff, but he's still regular human being, and he has different political beliefs.
Yes, he does. Then
He's very
But it's not
cantankerous,
affected.
But he's also a very generous person.
But it's also, and he's not affected. A lot of those guys. Rush Limbaugh.
love
Rush
him.
Limbaugh believes 38% of the shit that he says.
Yeah. Well, he's on the radio.
But Dennis
believes all
believes everything he says. And he and,
But is
and
that
where he
better
differs
or
with,
worse?
Better.
Why?
Because he's authentic.
But that just means, yeah, but
because
he's authentically
the
crazy.
reason the Republican Party is collapsing under its own weight is because every day these people are fed a diet of stuff that isn't real.
Oh, I know.
And they
Hold on. Now,
demand
you hold on.
a solution to stuff.
You
that
hold
doesn't
on. A
exist.
lot of that is real, sir.
No.
Welcome to
It's like my
welcome to Dana counter Dana.
I like it. I like it a lot. I
Look,
like
he got-
it.
he got all feisty.
People like my mother who think, I am so afraid of that Hillary Clinton. She lies. And so you're voting for a sociopath.
Is she voting
Yeah.
for Trump?
Yeah, but
That's
my mother
amazing.
is functionally
I'm
mental.
pretty sure my dad's voting for Trump.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know because I don't talk to him, but
Yeah. I mean, and I don't. I mean, Trump is to steal Tom Kenny's description of a Liberace show. Donald Trump is a Kiss concert for old people. Just let them have it.
That is kind of true, right?
It is true, yeah.
He did just
really
threaten to shoot somebody. That was the best. That was the best.
I want Donald Trump to fuck a baby.
I could.
Not because I want to see him fuck a baby, but I want to hear people defend it. I want to hear
He's making a point.
It was an anchor baby.
If that baby hadn't been alive, he couldn't have fucked it.
I'll tell you, I fuck wonderful babies. When
I fuck a baby, it turns into gold. Gold!
The DA and I made a wonderful deal. We made a great deal.
Now, you're a Trump guy, yeah?
100%, I'm sure.
What do you like about him?
No, I have no. I just go hide in a bunker.
Yeah.
Work on absurdism. It just continues. That's why
You don't
enjoy
need to.
absurdism.
You don't need to be in a bunker now to work on absurdism. You just wake up.
It's true. But my family is like the Catholic Taliban, so they're always arguing. Like, the Pope comes out against global warming, so I go to my mom, well, finally, the Pope, he's come out against global warming. They're going, well, he's not a scientist.
He is a scientist. That's the fucking thing.
Yeah.
The Pope is actually a scientist. He has a degree.
No, they follow his. They love the Pope. They love Catholicism, but on global warming, they've told him.
Hold on there, Pope. You crossed a line.
Yeah.
Everything else you said was awesome.
Yeah. You're not poping in my ocean.
Yeah.
I have a new thing that I do. The more I disagree with someone politically, the faster I say that they're right. And then I take the time that I would have wasted arguing with someone who's not capable of listening, and I enjoy an ice cream sandwich.
If we don't give fetuses handguns, how can they kill abortionists? You're right. Where's your freezer? Yeah, 9/11 was pretty tragic, if you believe those buildings were ever really there. I can't believe how right you are.
Well,
Do you have Klondike bars?
Well, that dude from the League was there, so he knows.
That's right.
He was there.
Wow.
Of all the things to lie about, like you can lie about being at a Super Bowl. I think that's okay. All right, I didn't go to that fucking Super Bowl. Nobody would give a shit. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing wrong with maybe you say you saw a band that you didn't really see because you don't want anyone to know you
had a three-way.
Yeah, right. You had a three-way. There's things you do for cred.
You fucked a baby.
You fucked a baby.
Yeah, it might be a little tough too, but the 9/11 one, like that's a bold. I'm gonna jump into that one. You know where I was? No, I was in one of the buildings. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got out just in time.
Right, I know.
And you lived? Yeah. Lost a lot of friends. Where did you work? Morgan Stanley? What?
Yeah.
Bosch and Loam? Morgan Stanley. I was there.
92nd floor, Bosch and Loam.
And the subtextual belief of this will help my comedy career.
That's weird.
You know what?
Such a strange.
Who hasn't lied about being involved in one of the most atrocious acts of all time?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell how many times I said I was at My Lai or. It just happens. People are like, "Do you remember this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was there. I helped kill the village."
Yeah. There's the
kill the village.
There's the My Lai massacre, 9/11, and the people who cut the Star Trek Beyond trailer. Those are the three largest atrocities that we're currently dealing with.
A lot of people jump on that. They do. They do.
Yeah. Never. I hear that shredding guitar, and I see Kirk on the dirt bike, and it's just never forget.
It's classic Star Trek. Look.
Star Trek was about anything. It's about shredding guitar and dirt bikes.
Is that the one that's got the Beastie Boys?
Yeah.
Is that the newest one?
Yeah, finally, the perfect combination of Star Trek and a skateboarding video that we've been dying for. It's quite brilliant in a way because it manages to alienate everyone who would see it without bringing in anyone who normally would.
But here's the thing I have to say.
Don't
and this
say
is
it.
the unfortunate vista in which we look off of. There's a handful of people out there that are like, I don't know what those old guys are talking about. I'm going to go see that motherfucker. That Chris Penn.
No,
no
I
one's
don't
going to
think
see
so.
Makes my pussy wet.
I think they.
Wait a minute. You didn't hear what I just said.
I did.
I said Chris Penn
my
makes my
ears,
pussy wet.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
My ears turned off.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
You think people care? I don't think they do.
I think
people are going
that
to go
it
to that
looks so
thing.
generically stupid that they won't go. They've turned it into like a Transformers movie.
It's a Fast and Furious movie.
yeah.
In space. It's the same guy.
No, it's not in space. They're on a planet on dirt bikes and making jokes. Great joke. Great joke. Great joke with the one where he says, "Man, at least I'm not going to die alone." And then he turns around and the other guy gets beamed up. he just said, "I'm not going to die alone." And he fucking turns around and the guy he's with beams away. Are you kidding me? It's fucking comedy. It's great comedy. It's what we need.
You just sold me.
It brings people together.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, it does.
It's Bones,
do you
right?
not even know what we're talking about?
It's Bones. They leave Bones on the planet, right? Because he's always upset.
I watched the trailer. I don't even know who Bones is anymore. The whole fucking thing is dead to me. Fuck you, J.J. Abrams.
And they changed the Colonel Sanders, too. It's not the same old guy. I mean, where is this life going to?
Is he different?
Yeah.
How'd they change it?
They
It's
swapped
Norm
him.
Macdonald.
What's that?
Norm Macdonald is Colonel Sanders.
It was a different look.
Man,
I got a call.
I got to get on Reddit. I don't know
amazing.
what
Isn't it-
is
I actually
happening.
think those commercials
Is that where
were
people
amazing.
go? I don't know where people go for their information. Is that where? How would I know about the Colonel?
Oh, you just
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's
I mean,
a fast
you-
food.
you would have
They
to have
advertise
eyes
it on
and-
every sporting event.
right.
Yeah.
Eyes and ears.
Sporting event. There you go.
Yeah.
I got about a year ago. I got a call and my agent like, "Hey, there's an audition we want you to go for. It's a huge campaign. You can make a lot of money. It's to be the new Colonel Sanders, and they've asked for you specifically." And I'm like, "Oh, that's
No,
weird."
they didn't.
And I got in my car and I drove about 20 minutes, and I was like, "What in the fuck am I doing?" Turned around, came right back.
You know what? I'm getting better. I always would do that. I would always do that. And I had a thing a month ago. It was the last time I ever did it. It was like, would you, Dana, George Lopez has a show on the TV Guide Network. What are the oldies TV show network? Whatever.
TV Land?
TV Land.
Yep.
Would you want to play the crabby neighbor? And I have 5,000 things that I'm doing, and I'm like, no, but I'll do it because it's like, it's like every audition is like a piece of corn on a fish hook. Well, I'll swim up to the surface. I'll see if it's a big piece. And I go, and they've asked for me. They asked William Morris, send over white males. That's what, it's like, I was included in that net. It's like, it's me, Jack Ruby's ghost is there. Anybody that's a white man. So it's horrible.
All the Oscar nominees.
Right, all the Oscar nominees. It's horrible, and I do the audition, and great. And then they want you to come back for the second audition. I'm like, oh, fuck you. And then they send over a new script, and then it's in the new script they've written him different size to give them a little flavor. He's a racist.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. He's like, and they're like, it's like, well, I didn't like, Mexicans moving into the neighborhood, but I thought you at least should do your own yard. Like some awful joke.
Yeah.
By the way, my children are Asian. Like I was just
Well.
like, I'm not going to play a racist on television.
Why not? You just do it at home?
Now, I heard your children.
So
I
I
heard
just
your
said-
children do the yard work at your house.
Yeah,
though.
they do. Well, I'm not going to steam my own
Do
broccoli.
people here know that you make them run around in rickshaws?
It's pronounced lickshaws.
And they were
Folks,
at my lie
we
as
said we
well.
were starting a hate group, and we did.
But here's the thing.
We did not say that wasn't happening right now. You've
So
all
I-
now got memberships.
So I just said, no, I'm not going back in. And I felt great.
Yeah. It
And
does
then
feel good.
The other day, I don't know why. Again, it was like, who's alive at William Morris? Send him over. We have it. Who's alive? The Spanish version of One Day at a Time
Finally.
to play Schneider.
Really?
Yeah, and I just went, no. And I am preemptively passing on the transgendered Barney Miller.
It's going to be on Netflix.
Yeah.
These are all parts I should be getting calls for.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of. There's a bunch of auditions today. You've been asked to not come.
Right.
I'm sorry. What? Well, I'm just
Yeah.
letting you know that although Dana's invite was generic, they want to see you.
Yeah.
They've specifically said they don't want to see you.
Right.
They've actually sent that over in a fax.
Yeah.
We own a fax machine specifically for your rejection.
Dana,
So-
TBS is doing the Dana Gould story. They want to know if you know Mark Ruffalo's phone number.
Well, as you do those auditions, though, and then you leave, you see the lights flicker a little bit as they put your resume, which is thick, into the shredder. So you just kind of they got those industrial shredders. They just let's crush these hopes and dreams en masse.
I know one of the guys who's doing One Day at a Time. That's not actually what it is.
I believe it's
super racist.
I believe it's
Wow.
una.
Whoa.
I believe it's una dia del tiempo.
That's
but
right.
But the reason he's doing it is because he's had
a mortgage
deals forever, and he's like, you can't pitch a new show.
I don't
give
mind.
up.
I don't mind anybody writing a show. I'm doing.
How would we?
I'm
trying
doing
to.
the
How would,
Jetsons.
I'm trying
but
to. I
it's
don't
like,
know enough
I don't
Spanish,
wanna-
but
I'm not Schneider.
I disagree.
Nothing about me that
You know what?
Schneider.
Here's where we have
you know
to
what?
say
Trey,
you need
you
to
know what?
look
You
at
know what?
yourself.
Hey! Try the tank top on first before you say that. Now,
Nobody
how
even
would we
knows
sing
what it
that
is.
song in Spanish? How would we sing that song in Spanish? Do you remember that? Come and knock on my door.
Wait.
That's
How
Three's
many?
Company.
How many people?
Oh, that's Three's Company, right? It doesn't matter. Let's do that one in Spanish. Yes.
How many people-
Trace. Amigos.
Campañas.
I don't know.
Please,
I don't know what company is. I don't know what company is in Spanish.
It's campañas.
Oh, campañas. I don't think so. I think you just sold me down the river.
Okay, by applause,
I don't know,
how
I
many
made that
people have seen One Day at a Time?
Now, here's an interesting fact about One Day at a
That's
Time.
why you're here during the day. It says so much about you. Guys, there's so many great podcasts out there.
Here's an interesting thing. Mackenzie Phillips was the oldest daughter on One Day at a Time.
I know her.
Father was John Phillips.
Oh, don't go. Don't tell this.
This is
Papa
where,
John
yeah,
Phillips
no,
of
he's
the
going
Mamas and
there.
the Papas.
Don't tell the story.
He's
Don't
going
tell
Several
this
years
story.
ago, it came out
God.
that John Phillips and his daughter Mackenzie Phillips had a sexual love affair.
Good night, everybody.
And when that news came out, there was not one human being on the planet who went, "Oh, that's nice."
No, but a lot of people moved to Hollywood on that
Yeah.
day.
That was just like everybody's butt puckered like an angry baby's fist.
I was like, I remember hearing that, and I was like, why did you tell people that?
Yeah, that's you don't do a press conference. What you do is you go to a Home Depot, and you get a little storage shed, and you put that in the backyard, and then you go in it, you shut the door, and you saw your own head off.
But you know what, though? That's one way of handling it. But I do recall at the time, I do feel like, the people escape a lot of shit in Hollywood and continue to be lauded. And the Mamas and the Papas were always being fucking, and him especially, were always being fucking trotted out as like,
Right.
game changers. And I think one day she went, you know what? That asshole used to fuck me. Okay, quiet. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think you see your dad out there enough still being celebrated, and you go, you burst, and then you just go, that's it. I'm telling everybody.
Right.
I think that's probably why.
And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that that's wrong.
I'm going to join you. We might be a hate group, but we're
But
not
you do have
horrible.
to separate the artist from the work.
From the baby fucker.
Wait.
No, this is a genuine question. This is a real
All
question.
the leaves
Can
are
you
brown.
Can you still listen to a Bill Cosby record and enjoy it? Does his behavior invalidate his body of work?
Yes.
Hitler's paintings.
Yep. That's true. Yep.
Adam
Alexander,
Sandler's movies.
Thomas
Yep.
Jefferson, slave owner,
Yep.
but did a lot of cool shit.
Yep. Hirohito had a pretty good stand-up. 5 minutes. He distanced himself, so.
Yeah. Stalin, wonderful table magician.
Mike Meehan.
Yeah. He did great sleight of hand.
Mike Meehan.
What?
Chechens disappear.
Oh, there you go.
Mike's
And your
very
freedoms.
funny, but he's a rapist.
It started out as a hobby. And now it's just a full-time job. All the joy is out of it. I just
Yeah, it
show
takes
up,
over. It takes
punch-
over.
You
Even
punch
the
in,
best job in the world is still your job.
It's still a job.
That's what I said about
Still
this.
a
I
job.
find I'm
gonna
listening
rate Bill Cosby.
to Cosby
That's-
difficult.
Huh?
I find
the El
listening to
Dorado.
Cosby difficult. I
Yeah.
don't.
But I
can't
think
enjoy
that
it.
over the Charlie Chaplin, would die before he fucked somebody over the age of 16, and he's lauded.
Well, that's why he walked like that.
And he's lauded. And
Yeah.
by the way, lauded and is by the way not even a little funny. Charlie Chaplin has never made me laugh even a little. And the weird thing is, you go into comedy clubs and they have like
Everywhere.
they have paintings of Charlie Chaplin and
Yeah.
Groucho Marx. These people have nothing to fucking do with what is happening in a comedy club. It would be as if you went into the Viper Room and they had like Brahms and Mozart.
That would be pretty
very
great.
different thing.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to the Viper Room to hear some Brahms.
Yeah.
That's going to be the new shit, is when they just start busting the classical out on the Sunset Strip. Like that, the whole strip comes nothing but classical music. Every single, the rainbow, all of them.
they think
now that
like-
Lemmy's dead, it's very possible.
Yeah.
Well, they did that in Clockwork Orange. I mean, it's been done, but it's ready for a revival.
Yeah, that's right. They did.
Yeah. So your idea is shit.
No.
No, I'm saying it's timely. It's time for to come back.
It's
to
like we're-
revival.
we're- come back.
Right now, we're talking about Greg being a thief.
That has been my...
Remember the...
Well, I thought we hadn't been
you know what,
finished
I'm
with me
actually
being the
doing
rapist,
Amy
but
Schumer.
I'm ready to move on. That's fine.
I'm actually doing Amy Schumer's show tomorrow night.
Remember A Fifth of
I'm taking her
Beethoven?
show. Yeah.
Done.
That was classical music as a terrible disco hit.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
Oh, you say terrible. I say wonderful. Yeah, that was
Let's call the whole thing off.
that was great. Great music.
The gleam in the eye that you would get from the 70-year-old ladies, though, because they'd recognize that. They support the opera and the classical music programs. You're there in the white suit. It was a nice crossover.
This is a funny... Do you remember years ago when they had that theory that pregnant women should play classical music because it made their baby smarter?
Yeah.
Not true.
I'm one of the... Because I'm one of those babies.
Yeah. I just love that. This giant thing and absolutely no
Total horseshit.
correlative information. No.
No.
Turns out, what you should play
That
is Kiss.
gluten, mold, it's all baloney.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Kiss. They like babies. If you play Kiss when they're in the womb,
When they were
they come out.
When they were
smart.
coming up with Kiss, what was Peter Criss thinking? Because like I can see Gene Simmons like, I'll be a demon. Like I'll be like Godzilla, like dragon boots. And Paul said, yeah, and I'll just be like a fucking glam rock. I'll have a star and a big hairy chest. Peter goes, I'll be a kitty cat.
P, you want to go rethink that? No, I'm pretty committed to it, guys.
People will throw tins of fish at me.
Because you got the spaceman over here too. So
Yeah.
are you gonna? I mean, look, we're a democracy right now. It's going to change. But are you sure about the cat thing?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's kind of, but you're also chubby, so that it's like
I
it's
know,
not
but
even
I
like
like-
it's
I
not even
like
like you're
cats.
not even like it's not. Are you settled on the cat? Then do you recall when he left and then they replaced him and then I don't know what happened.
Well,
back
during
there.
the late 80s Kiss, they had a weird, I don't know what it was. It looked like a...
Well, there was a dude that came in, Vinnie Vincent, and played guitar.
By the way,
This is
if
right
your
before they
last
took
name
off.
is Vincent, how lazy a parent are you to name your child Vincent? I don't know, Vincent. I can't think of any other names.
I think it's Vincent.
There's one name
It was
that
actually
should...
three.
There's
What if
one name that should not be his first name. The one you picked. Also his last
Bullshit.
name.
I would triple it. I'd be Vincent.
Vincent.
Triple V.
Which is V3?
His claim to fame was that he played faster than anybody else. He was a horrible guitar player, but he was a fox. He had a fox thing.
Oh, he
going.
was a
And
fox,
then that's
I
when they
see.
decided to give up makeup
Playing
altogether.
fast but not well. It's like when Dave Chappelle and Dane Cook had that weird competition about who could do the most
Yes.
time on stage, which has nothing to do with what being a comedian
That's
is
called
about.
that's
Yeah.
called Vincenting.
Yeah. It's like I have the world's shiniest trumpet. Okay. That has nothing to do with why one would own a trumpet, but okay.
What do you think the longest podcast has been?
This.
Yeah.
This
Feels that
one,
way, doesn't it? This one's good.
It's got to be a Joe Rogan one.
Oh, right. Yeah,
'Cause he does it 9
because
hours
he
a day.
does his from a deprivation tank.
What?
Oh, Pete Holmes did
yeah,
one?
because Pete likes to talk about Pete.
Yeah, I actually was on his show. I left. I got a sandwich. I came back. We were still in the same conversation.
Yeah.
And it was still about him.
It was, yeah. He'd asked me a question. I started an answer, and then I got a sandwich. I like him, though, very much. He's very sweet. He told me, and he's struggling with alcoholism, and he's a Christian. That's the whole...
He's not divorced.
Yeah, he is. All the time.
But
Yeah.
he has
he got married at 5. Yep.
When did he get divorced?
By the way, this show...
Oh, okay, so the person he's with now is... I see.
This show, besides just being
What a
its own
loser.
podcast,
Ugh.
also we pride ourselves on being the encyclopedia of Pete Holmes. So we know more about Pete Holmes than any other podcast, including his own.
What about our listeners who don't know who Pete Holmes is?
They're not listening.
Oh,
Because they're listening to Pete Holmes.
Oh, okay. All right.
They like Pete Holmes.
Everybody knows who Pete Holmes is.
He's just made a deal to do a show with Judd Apatow.
He's going to be on the HBO network,
Yep.
home box office.
Yep.
You can now get an app, and you don't need a cable subscription. You can just go ahead and purchase that and watch it on one of your devices.
And he's got figurines from Lego too, I believe. Now.
Also
Yes,
has
that's right.
And it's sold single because he's divorced, so they don't have. If you want to get the ex-wife, you got to pay extra, and that comes in its own
Oh my
over
God, that would be
packaging
great.
well, you know, you recycle the WGA magazine, so you cut it, have the Sharpie there like this.
I should do a podcast where I just read from the WGA magazine every.
We should bring one out.
What's it called again? Right?
Written by.
Written by. You guys get that? It's for us. It's for writers.
If it was really the WGA magazine, it would be called Rewritten for Free by.
Hey, I know. Can you?
10 people wrote this article about J.J. Abrams. None of them J.J. Abrams.
Why do you got to bring up J.J. Abrams?
I love him. I love him.
Did you like the Star Wars movie? Did your son like it?
I don't have a son.
No, I was talking to Dave.
No, my son. Here's my son. He's walking through.
And how old is your son?
He's 6.
My daughter's 6.
He's walking through.
Keep him away.
He's walking through the living room, and there's a Star Wars commercial comes on, and he goes, "Ugh, I hate Star Wars. Baseball is all that matters." And then he just keeps walking. I'm like,
Wow.
holy shit! What happened to that one? I didn't want to tell him I liked Star Wars until the last movie. I don't like it anymore, but I've always enjoyed Star Wars. So he just did this all on his own. He turned on it.
Yeah, no, it's very like my oldest daughter is into all the stuff that I was in as a kid.
Yeah.
She loves the Well, I mean, not specific
The
stuff.
Kennedy assassination.
But like she loves
Chaplin.
She loves
Did you
the
show her
Walking
those,
Dead.
pictures
Her
of,
favorite show's The Walking Dead, and there are other shows, Doctor Who, and she listens to
the pictures
Radio
of the-
Lab
the-
podcasts.
yeah.
She's
The
a
pic-
smart, nerdy kid.
The pictures of Kurt Cobain you had, the post
Oh, God.
the post-mortem
Jesus
pictures with
Christ.
the tube going into the bloody hole.
Do you remember? You remember when
That's
you
a
just
Dana
walked
thing,
around
too.
with that in your file and
You
just
were
threw it
fucking
down in
showing-
front of everybody?
Oh,
Hi,
my
I'm
God.
Dana Gould. Have you seen the picture of Kurt Cobain's head blown off?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Anyway, I'm doing a set tonight. When are you on? I
was-
can't go on. Oh my God!
Okay.
Did they
Go
like
ahead.
that?
That wasn't cool.
No.
You were going through a phase. I
Oh,
mean,
man.
people go through that. in
You have to
there.
understand.
People grieve in different ways.
I mean, yeah.
That was okay. So last night, that
I meet people
was
who-
the week that you and I and Janine worked together.
Oh, okay.
The famous week that we worked together at
Cubs.
going up
The old Cubs.
to New Year's Eve. Where I was the host of the show, and I had just broken up with Janine, and we worked together for a week, and then I got super drunk during the show that I was hosting on New Year's Eve, and I just left. I just left during the show and went out to a bush and cried until the manager of the club found me there, picked me up by my throat, and told me I'd never work in show business again. Mm-hmm. How was your New Year's Eve?
Well, that was 19. I remember that night because I remember going to Lisa Langang's party afterwards.
Yes.
You guys all know Lisa Lang.
Yeah, but that's a watershed year for me. 1994. I meet people who knew me before I was 30, and I just blanket apology for everything that I did and the person that I was before I was 30. And I know people like I have like people that are close to me that are in their late 20s, and I think, well, your life hasn't even started yet.
Right.
Like I might drop out of your life now, and I'll just be a weird dim memory or nothing at all. Because in your late 20s, that movement from your late 20s to your early 30s it's such a profound shift for people that it's such a new chapter in your life. that everything comes before it is just like this weird. It's not even your adulthood. It's just like your the DVD extras of your teenage years, and it didn't really work well.
We'll be right back with more Inside the Comics Mind.
But you had that week. You brought the Kurt Cobain pictures. In the old days,
Somebody gave it to me, and I was just astounded that.
But
you
when
could
there was
get
no
it.
internet, that's how you saw weird shit. People had videotapes.
It just
of like,
looked like
hey,
a bowl of spaghetti sauce
we all
with ears.
Everybody collected the like. Here's that newscaster that shoots himself in the face. Like there was all that stuff was on videotape. Like people now you can just Google it, but people used to share it around. And the
Buddy Rich tirade on the
the
bus. It was like you got to the audio tape. You know, it was like you got to hear this, and it had a bunch of audio outtakes.
Yeah, or William Shatner doing Rocket Man and all that stuff. Yeah.
And
But But how did you get? So you were.
There was a guy that worked at Live 105. Who was always around. I'm not going to say his name. Lovely man. Still friends.
Alex Bennett.
Nope. No, I'm still friends with Alex, but this was a guy that was kind of around.
Bob
and
Rubin.
he had amazing computer ability, and he was like, I'd like to go inside the Seattle coroner's computer. Bleep, blop, bloop,
Really?
blop, bloop, bleep.
He was a hacker back then.
Yeah, and I think what happened to him was one day the FBI knocked on his door and went, we haven't caught you yet, but we're gonna if you don't stop.
Really?
Yeah, and he went, okay.
So he gave you the photo when you were you went in the
Bennett.
morning to promote Cobb's, and then you walked around with it all day, like going to
I
Cobb.
don't-
You're like, can I have a,
But do you
a
remember
latte
that-
and look at
I
it?
honestly don't remember. I honestly don't remember it.
But
I
you don't?
honestly remember. I mean, I remember
it is so ingrained in my head because I was sitting at that table with Greg. And
I have no
it must have been
memory of
Janine, and you just walked up and went, "You guys want to see Kurt Cobain's headshot?" I think he called it, and it was with before we could say no. It was just boom, and I was like. Like I can still remember it on the table.
Yeah, me too, emblazoned. Because, and here's the thing that
I
was
have no
phenomenal about
memory.
it. So, when somebody is found dead, they have to try to by law they have to try to revive him. So, the photo is as bloody as horrible as you can imagine, and then there's a tube going in where there would have been a mouth. And all I can think about is the two guys going, do we really have to? Yeah, they're supposed to.
Just go ahead and pop that in.
What part,
God, he's breathing.
What part do you think the mouth would be? I guess it's there. Like
Yeah, it was
they
just a
they
hole.
literally had to just go, all right. Yep, dead. Okay. I don't even know if that was the right place.
It was
How would
so-
you know? He
it
took
was
a
so
shotgun to his head.
It was so blatant. His ghost was over his body going, don't. You know, it was like,
And then they snapped the picture with the hose in them. Is that the?
Yeah, and then someone's
Yeah.
like, "You guys get a camera. This is crazy.
Do it again.
This
Do
is
it again.
crazy. We got
Do
a
it again.
tube and a hole."
No, but I guess they had to prove that they did it. They had to
Yeah.
prove that they tried to revive him. I don't know.
you've given this so much more thought.
Listen, what kind of a career do you think he's going to have? Without a face. I'm just saying. Say we revive him.
Well,
let's say
he was up for the lead in Face Off.
let's say he gets up. What happens?
Say he gets up. What happens?
What happens next?
Grunge icon.
Oh my God!
What happens? What does he do then?
Like when they were trying to revive Kennedy. Like, if you did revive him, what kind of president would he be from there on? Applesauce. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God! But think if they did pull Kurt Cobain out of that, he was already doing tortured music. Imagine the music he'd create if he's just a whole.
Well, they were trying to revive him, and then they remembered that he was married to Courtney Love, and they just went,
I think that's why he left anyway.
Yeah.
Unfair. I do remember, though. Do you remember the one shot that everybody did get to see, which was the shot from across the
His feet.
street where you could just see his feet?
Yeah.
And I just thought, if I had been in marketing, I'd have been the biggest asshole. But I would have just said, Converse 1 stars. Kurt took his to heaven.
There's nothing,
Not bad.
There's nothing.
I mean,
wrong.
you got to say, if we're all in a meeting, not bad, Baron. I don't think we can do it. But I mean, you don't hate me. You don't fire me, certainly.
Yeah.
You think, fuck, that's a fairly good idea. It's a pretty good shot. Can you see the star? You can see the 1 star. Mm-hmm. Is it tasteless?
or no, I would say, like, if when you know you're never going to take them off, there's only one pair to wear.
The last shoe you'll ever love.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, the meeting's already going great.
Yeah.
Our firm,
Speaking
we've gone from a hate group to an advertising firm, which is basically the same thing.
Same thing, yeah. Speaking of that, I was thinking this the other day. Woke up out of bed 4 a.m. in a cold sweat, realizing this. Boo-Berry, the mascot for Boo-Berry cereal, is a dead guy that likes berries.
That's like my dad.
Well, it's kind of like Count Chocula in the same genre.
Yeah. How come
of a dead or
Count
living
Chocula
dead.
does not have African American features, by the way? He looks like Fred Astaire that fell asleep in a tanning bed. Let's deal with Count Chocula, then the Oscars. But let's.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well,
Could one? Why isn't he called Blackula? Why Count Chocula?
It's a chocolate favorite.
Yeah.
Blackula would have no. It's not an appropriate description.
Who makes
for
Count
the
Chocula?
cereal?
We had a
it's
joke-
like, oh, what kind of cereal are you
Who makes
eating?
that?
Black.
General Mills. Yeah. So if they're our client right now, they're super confused, guys.
Right.
Because they're like, well, because it's a chocolate cereal. Why would we? I mean, look,
had
we're not.
two-
Are you calling us racist at our own meeting?
we came out with a movie called 12 Years of Cereal. That's got to be good.
We brought those little breakfast packs over on the ships.
I ain't going to take the milk on my head no more.
By the way, this is how funny.
The fireman told me that joke. It's not me. It's a fireman that told that joke. I'm just channeling. But Boo-Berry, let's get back to your trauma.
Yep.
Oh, there's a lot of.
Back to your trauma.
Back to your trauma, Dana.
We had a joke on The Simpsons, and I quote it because I had nothing to do with it. 2 great Blackula jokes. One was, tonight's movie is Blackula versus Black Dracula. and the other one was, today's triple feature is Blackula, Blackenstein, and the Blunch Black of Blotra Blame. I had nothing to do with either one of those jokes.
Oh my God.
So anyway,
They did that for a
your
while. There was a
daughter
big thing.
enjoys Star Wars.
She likes all the stuff that I like, but my middle daughter doesn't. She was like very like. So what I'm saying is, it's not like a genetic thing. There's no genetic component with me and my children, but and you can't force kids to like what you like.
Right.
They just kind of find it on their own, and I think it's really fascinating. And I love I thought my daughter. I wanted to get my daughter into Buffy the Vampire Slayer because she loves Walking Dead and Doctor Who, and I thought, well, this is great, and it's a girl, it's a woman, and it's a good, strong role model, and she's just like, didn't get it.
Really?
I didn't really dig it.
But do you find, and I don't
But
know
loves
if
Doctor
this
Who,
is true
and-
with Finn. So the girls went to Star Wars, and we all saw it, and they liked it. But they're not attached to anything. Like, they don't have a serious fan. There's so much stuff.
Yeah.
Now there's so much to take in that they don't have. They've never glommed on to just Bieber. They've never just glommed on
Really?
anything. Like, they'll like it. They'll like a song, and they'll like a
T-Swift is
movie.
close
They
to
like.
it.
I think Will Ferrell is probably their favorite, if they have a favorite elf
Yeah.
or whatever. And then, but my True's favorite movie, the only thing she's obsessive about is Nacho Libre. That's it.
really funny.
She's watched it 52
How
times.
old is True now?
She's 13.
Yeah, she's Lou's age. Right?
We saw Jack, and I didn't tell her that I knew him because I haven't seen him in a long time. We saw him.
Jack
and,
Cassidy?
We saw Jack Cassidy.
He's
we
also
said-
dead and like berries. I assumed you saw him at breakfast.
Yes. Well, we were visiting Kurt Cobain's grave, and we saw Jack Cassidy. And we said, "Do you know where Jack Black is?" No, I ran into Jack Black with my girls, and
Dana runs up behind the gravestone and puts the picture on it. Dashes away.
Take a look at that. Guys, don't go.
Why am I alone? I don't understand. Handing out pictures of corpses.
But
train
anyway,
wreck of a human
they said. Anyway, I saw Jack in an event, and I was with my daughters, and he stopped and said hi, and was super nice, and then he said, I said, my daughter's favorite film is, and before I could even get out, they both said, Nacho Libre. And he goes, I did not expect you to say that at all. And then he sang the songs from Nacho Libre and did dialogue for them, and they lost their fucking minds.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. I couldn't have planned it. Like, it couldn't have been a nicer moment. I'm not sure why it belongs in this show.
Yeah.
or as a retelling.
Far be it from us to say,
we were talking about Star Wars.
anything nice about anyone.
However, when we met Kylo Ren, he not
Did you
cool.
meet Kylo Ren?
Yeah, he fucking.
Really?
No, we didn't meet.
But isn't he the bad guy?
Is Adam Driver?
Yeah. So
is he the bad guy?
He's supposed
the guy
to.
that punches himself. He punches himself in the place where he was hurt while he's fighting.
What?
Sean Silvera, who played football with me in high school, when he had an injury, he'd punch his injury while he was standing on the sideline.
Did Kylo Ren do that?
Yeah, he punched his.
It's just one of the many things I'm glad I didn't notice.
It was very emo. It was very much.
Yeah, it's a very emo. Yeah.
It's a very emo thing.
Yeah.
It's a struggle.
I'm not big on emo bad guys.
So you didn't go. You haven't seen it.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I disliked it very much.
Oh, so you saw it, but then you saw him.
I took my.
Where's the real Dave?
I didn't see that, but I took my.
There's
my
nothing to
he
not
gets
like.
slight-
15-year-old nephew.
There's nothing to not like about it.
I just thought it was, to me, it was
Except for
on
the
the
mass
level of a
marketing.
Transformers film, is how I felt watching
No,
it.
I
I was
disagree.
just like, this is. Just
I disagree.
Completely garbage. But I took my 15-year-old nephew.
I don't understand a guy needing a coat in the middle of the desert.
There were so many things
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
it
where
was-
there was just
That
so
was the
many
only
too
time I
many-
thought fake.
Yeah, the weather stuff always gets me too. Temperature stuff.
Yep.
The rest of it all made complete sense.
When Han and Chewbacca walked onto the Millennium Falcon, I was hit by a palpable wave of melancholy.
Yes,
Yep, me too.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I also liked how
totally
shitty.
reasonable.
I liked how shitty it was. I liked how shitty and broke down it was. There were things I liked about it.
No, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I
It
thought I
delivered
enjoyed
everything you wanted, but it was just like, to me, seeing those actors playing those roles in that set, and there's so many intangible things that were the same. The fact that it was shot on film, that it looked like an old movie, and it was just like, and it was like, wow, it's like I'm 14 again.
And somebody said,
But I'm not.
It's the
Right.
same
You look
emotional
like-
space when you saw the second Darren on Bewitched.
Exactly. Yes.
It's the same
Yes.
emotional space that you go to.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
right. Right.
That's exactly right.
I took
Yeah.
Sense
Like
of
that, you nailed
loss.
I took my 15-year-old nephew, and he's a huge Star Wars, nerd. He's super into it, and so we're sitting there, and we're about an hour in, and he goes, "Can we leave?"
Really?
And I was like, because I didn't want to. I wasn't going to sit there
and I
and be
think
like,
she felt the same way.
I was going to sit there. I wasn't going to sit there and ruin it for a kid. So I thought I was just like watching
gonna
it.
start
I
in a
figured he
minute.
was liking it, and he goes, "Can we leave?" And I go, you don't like it? He goes, I hate it. And I was like, I just figured he was liking it because it seems like
How old
he
is
would
he?
like it. He's 15.
Well, he just needed to beat off.
And
You
I
could have
said-
told him, "You go beat off and come back."
yeah.
And I said,
Or wait till Carrie
Is she
Fisher
going to wear
comes
that
on.
whole
It won't
outfit the
happen.
whole time? That's all we're getting from her?
Yeah.
I said, why? And he goes, I don't like any of these characters except for Han, and I'm scared they're going to kill him. And then they
Spoiler.
He saw dead
fuck
people.
off. Then they kill him, and he goes, they just killed Star Wars. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
But he was just completely. He walked out and he was just like, "That's." He goes, and then he was like, "Why was that so bad?" And I told him like the things I thought were missing emotionally from it. And
Yeah,
he's a fucking
He's 15.
Yeah.
He's 15.
He's doing his job.
My
Yeah.
8-year-old was like that at The Bad Lieutenant. He wanted to leave before he got it at the end, and it was just.
And you sat him down and you said, "Look, if you look at the Bad Lieutenant, he doesn't actually have a great arc. He's just going through, different scenarios, but he doesn't really change as a person throughout the film. So that's why, as an 8-year-old, you're like, well, this leaves me cold."
And my daughter loves.
know that.
My daughter loved The Martian.
I fucking love The
And
Martian.
she said, "Are there any other movies where people are eating their own feces?" And I came up with the
Well, you can
Help.
show them- I mean, you can show
let's
them-
go to
there's a-
Germany.
There's a shit pie in The Help. In The Help, there's a shit pie at the end.
And you can show her
And
the beginning of
Martian, I think
Water.
those are her two favorite movies.
You
right
can
now.
show her you show her the beginning of Waterworld and say close.
Exactly.
She drinks her own pee. It's not the same.
Did you show her
Oh.
2 Girls, 1 Cup?
Wow, I think we did it, guys. I think we did it.
That
Come in here.
Yeah,
That was a 2 Girls, 1 Cup is the internet version of you walking around with Kurt Cobain's headshot.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed that since that got out on the internet, that people aren't abducted anymore by aliens? Because our culture is sent out into the universe, and before the internet, people were getting abducted all the time.
That's true.
For exploration, right?
Because people,
We're curious about us.
And now that everything that we have is out there, it proves the old adage that the more people know about us, the less they want to hang. And
Yeah.
they're like, maybe we'll go to Earth. Well, judging from the internet, it's largely populated by cats that can't properly judge the distances they're jumping. And 2 girls that have a game with diarrhea that isn't, let's get away from this diarrhea. Maybe we could go to another planet.
Well, also, they look at it and go, we really don't have to take this planet. It'll be ours soon enough.
Yeah.
Like they're giving it to us, essentially.
Yeah.
So let's
hang
just
with
wait.
Let's hang with these guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually just sold a show to Netflix called Let's Get Away from This Diarrhea.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's about guys just... It's pretty simple.
Is that how
it's
you
pretty
pitched it?
simple pitch.
Is that how the
It's-
pitch went?
Yeah.
It's by guys, and then you just went like that, and then
just
we're
trying
in.
to
We're
get away
making
from-
everything these days, guys.
Just trying to get away
We're
from
doing
diarrhea.
everything. We're putting up.
But
You
when
guys like comedy
search for
specials?
It's let's get away from this diarrhea, then Diary of Anne Frank, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So you're getting
Diarrhea of
you're getting
Anne
a lot
Frank is a feature film that's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's
this
just,
Nazis. I'm fighting back how I know how.
it's just her going, they're here.
She's
So,
on.
and we started
she's
off-
on the run.
I say we end it there. That's been our show, everybody. Walking the Room, Dana Gould, the great Michael Meehan,
Please.
Dave Anthony. I've been Carlos Mencia. Thank you all very
Greg
much.
Barrett.